Hello everyone, welcome back to Cloud EML. So today we have something exciting to share with you, and it is a data-driven analysis that reveals key insights for optimizing sales operations in an e-commerce business. Okay, so the problem statement at hand, let me show you. So the problem statement here is a e-commerce business strives to deliver the best products and services to their customers. But to achieve that, they need to dive deep into the data and understand the factors that influence revenue and fulfillment. By doing so, they can make informed decisions that enhance customers' experience and improve their business's overall performance. So, let's say you are a manager at a e-commerce company. So, you are required to make informed decisions so that the customers' overall experience and the business's overall performance increases. And for that, we have set out some objectives in our analysis. So what we will do is we will aim to analyze total revenue, quantity sold, average order value. So we want to identify trends in quantity sold by month, which were the top performing cities and what were the product categories. We will also explore the relationship between fulfillment and sales and the impact of shipping state and state service level on the performance. So let me show you the data set we have, and as you can see the data set, there are multiple columns here, and from this data set we will get the insights that are valuable to manager so that he can take uh, essential steps and make informed decisions so that the customer's overall experience as well as the company's performance enhances. So without doing a further ado, let's get to the visualization part. So let me quickly open the PowerBI desktop for that. Okay, so for that we have to import the data set in this Power BI platform. So we have two options. Like I have the Excel worksheet with me, so I can directly import the data set from here. And also here's also you can import the data set from different sources. As you can see here, like Excel workbook, Power BI desktop, the data sets, and SQL Server and all. Okay, so let me quickly import the data. So as you can see, the data set is already loaded here. So let me click in this box so that I can load it in Power BI. Okay. So guys, let's start with our first visual, and that would be total amount generated. So for that, you have to go to the build visual section and select the card visual and drag the column that is amount into the field section so that you can get the value in the visual. So as you can see, we have got the visual and the value here, and that is somewhere around 80 million. So in terms of customization, Power BI comes very handy. You can change the background color, go to the format your visual into the journal section, click on effects, and you can change the color from here. As you can see, we have changed the color of our background. It looks pretty visually good, right? So let's go to the second visual, that is total amount sold, total quantity sold. So let's just click on this visual and simply press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. You can see we have copied the existing visual. So you have what you need to do is just to change the column name in the field section. So let's change it.
drop the quantity here, and you can see the total quantity sold. Okay, you can change the background color, go to the general effects and change the color from here, right? So the third visual we have is to show what was the average value of the order, and for that we have to create a card visual, and we can see that we don't have any such columns or a measure here, so we have to create a new measure to get this value and represent in the dashboard. So just go to the modeling section, create a new measure. So let me quickly tell you what a measure is. A measure is a custom calculation or an aggregation that you create within a data model to perform calculations on your data, right? So just change the name of your measure. So I have changed the measure name, that is average order value, and to get this value we have to do some calculations, that is we will divide the total amount by the count of order IDs. So let me quickly do the calculations. As you can see, we have got the new measure here, and that is the average order value. So you can visualize here in the dashboard. Just go to the existing visual, press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and you will get the copy of existing visual, and just change the column name into the field section. Go to the format visual, cut the existing column and drop the quantity here. Drop the average order value here. Yeah, as you can see, the average order value of the orders were 609. So let's change the background color. Now you can see we have got three visuals here, and this will be our KPIs. KPIs means key performing indicators in our dashboard. So let's create the fourth visual, and that will be quantity sold by month. And for that, because you're gonna analyze the trend, so you have to select the line chart here. Sorry, Control Z. You have to deselect the existing visual so that you can create a new visual. Now we have got the line chart here. So guys, let's move on to our next visual, which focuses on the quantity sold by month. And for that, we will use the line chart here to know about the trends, how quantity has been sold up till now. Drop the date column into x-axis and just select month. So you have to cut it out, cut all the other values here. We have got the month here, and we will drag the quantity here in the y-axis. So as you can clearly see that there are some seasonality present here, and the quantity that is sold in the month of April to June, we can see the gradual decrease here. So this seasonality could be present because of the festivities that were going on in the month of March, be it Holi or any other festival. So we can understand that these patterns allow us to plan our inventory and marketing strategies effectively, and also helps us to identify when our products are high in demand, right? So let's change the background color. Yeah, this looks good. So let's move on to our next visual, that is top 5 cities with highest orders. So for that we have to select the bar chart here and drop the sum of quantity in y-axis and the ship city. And you can see, as you can see, that there are multiple cities present here. These were the top performing cities in terms of the quantity imported. So let's we can filter it out by going into the filter section and go to the top end, from where we can get top 5 cities. And you have to track by values, so the values will be quantity. So we have to drop the quantity in the values section and apply the filter. Yeah, you can see now that these are the top 5 cities where the maximum orders were placed. We can change the background color. Let's use some light color. Okay, this will do fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to, so let me quickly give you the explanation for this visual. Cities like Bengal, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Chennai, New Delhi stands out as our top performing areas, contributing significantly to our sales. This information is invaluable for targeting marketing efforts and optimizing delivery logistics in these cities, and also helps us to recognize the geographical hub spot or hotspot for our business. Right. So let's move on to our next visual, that is the top 5 selling categories. So for that you have to select bar chart and put it here. Let's quickly adjust this shape. So the top 5 selling categories, let's visualize them. Let's drop the category into x-axis and the amount section, amount column in the y-axis. So as we can see, there are lot of categories, but we only need top 5. So we can go to the filter section, go to the category, and we can use top and filtering, where we only want 5 of the categories by value. So we will put the amount category over here and apply filter. So now we have only 5 of the top categories with us. So such categories like set, kurta, western dress, top, and ethnic dress are the driving force behind our sales. So we can consider promoting and expanding these successful categories for further growth, and also helps us to understand the product that resonate most with our customers. let's change the background color here. So let's dive into our next visual, which explores the relationship between order fulfillment and sales. And for that, we will use the donut chart for the visual representation here. So drop the column fulfillment into the legend and the values into the values. It will be quantity. So as we can clearly see that we have got two suppliers for the order fulfillment, and one is Amazon and the other one is a merchant. So we can see how different fulfillment methods impact our order counts, and this insight helps us to optimize our fulfillment process for better efficiency and provides a clear view of how fulfillment choices affect our sales. So let's change the background color. Let this color be right now. We will change later on. Now let's move on to our next visual, that is courier status. So we will see, let's use the donut chart again. Now drop the courier status into the legend and the quantity into the values. So here we can see that we have three statuses over here, and this visual helps us to understand the distribution of orders among these three statuses and evaluate the efficiency of our fulfillment process. And by monitoring and adjusting the percentages of these statuses, we can ensure smoother operations, higher revenue, and improved customer experience. So let's change the background color. Now let's move on to our next visual, and we will use bar chart for that. Control Z. Now deselect the previous visual and select the new chart, that is bar chart. So here we will use which state has got the maximum amount of orders. Let's start with the another visual, that is amount versus ship state. So for that we will use a bar chart here, and in the x-axis we will drop ship city, and in the y-axis we will use column amount. So here you can see these are the top uh, states where the maximum orders were placed and the maximum amount of orders were generated. But we only need top 5 cities, so for that we will use the filter function and go to the top n filtering. We only need 5, so giving 5 here, and by value, so we will drop the amount column here, then apply the filter. Now you can see these are the top 5 performing cities in terms of generating revenues. So these all are the states that stands out for generating maximum revenues and contributing to the total revenue. So now let's start with the slicers. So slicers are advanced kind of filtering that you can use to filter data according to your needs. So for that you have to select the visual here, that is slicer. So we have selected it, and let's say we have to filter the data according to this ship state. So let's you have to drag it into the field section, and then you can see we have got multiple states here. So for example, we can choose Andhra Pradesh. So here you can see any change in the, if you select any of these options, the changes will be reflected on the dashboard. So you can see that the total revenue generated in Andhra Pradesh is around 3 million, and the quantity sold is around 4819, and average order value is somewhere around 592. So you can see all the changes are reflected here in the dashboard. Similarly, we can use the slicer for ship service level. So yeah, let's create this visual. Again, you have to select slicer and drag this column into the field section. So here you can see we have two level of shipping service chosen for delivery of a particular order. So either you can choose expedited or standard. So you can see how much revenue has been generated using while uh, using this ship service level. So it is somewhere around 1.05 million. Total quantity that is been sold is around 1394, and average order value is 609. So you can see how much the slicers come handy while filtering the data. Now let's change the background of this visual. So here we have completed our dashboard. So let's give this dashboard a heading. So for that you have to go to the text box. You'll get the text box, and you can simply write the heading here, and I'm giving it like E. So I'm giving the heading as e-commerce business analysis, and make it bold, and let's increase the size. Let's give it 40. Wait, let's give it a background color. So in general, go to tide effects, and you can choose this color. So here, as you can see, we have completed building our dashboard.
So yeah, you can see the changes reflected back on the dashboard according to the slicer ship service level standard. So you can see we have built our dashboard on Power BI. We have successfully completed it. So in conclusion, our data-driven analysis has brought us some remarkable insights. We have observed revenues revealing our peak performance periods. We uncovered seasonality and patterns in quality sold and helping us plan out our inventory efficiently. We also identified the top 5 cities with the highest order quantities and discussed their significance. Also, we have explored top 5 selling products category and considered growth opportunities. So, our analysis also shed light on the impact of fulfillment methods on revenue, and we examined how shipping state and shipping level influence our sales performance. So, I hope you like how we have built the complete dashboard. So, if you found this analysis valuable, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our CloudML channel for more data-driven insights. So let's recap our analysis with a quick summary of key insights we have uncovered. We kicked off by identifying critical business elements, sales channels, fulfillment, product popularity, and courier performance. Establishing clear objectives, our aim was to decode sales trends, uncover the most profitable sales channels, scrutinize fulfillment, pinpoint popular clothing styles, and gauge courier service effectiveness. We charted sales trends over time, represented in line chart. We unveiled most profitable sales channel through insightful bar chart, analyzing fulfillment and delayed orders. We condensed the data into a comprehensive donut chart. Our exploration of top selling clothing styles and categories was vividly depicted in bar chart. We assessed courier services performance using a diverse array of visualization such as donut chart. Our overreaching goals was to distill actionable insights pertinent to sales performance, operational efficiency, and customer satisfaction within the e-commerce clothing realm. Now let's wrap up our analysis with some final thoughts and implications. Firstly, we have discussed sales trends over time, unveiling seasonal fluctuations and growth trajectories. We have pinpointed the most profitable sales channels, guiding us on where to focus our marketing efforts for optimal returns. Our analysis of fulfillment was pivotal. We have honed in on fulfillment, identifying areas for streamlining operations and minimizing delays. Understanding the most popular clothing styles and categories was crucial. This insight equips us with inventory strategies and targeted marketing approaches. By evaluating courier performance, we have recognized how delivery services impact customer satisfaction and overall operational efficiency. These data driven insights are more than just numbers, they are the bedrock for informed decisions. Optimizing opportunities emerged, offering pathways to streamline process, minimize delays, and ultimately elevate our customer experiences. Insights into effective marketing strategies have surfaced, guiding us on how to promote specific clothing styles or categories across various sales channels. Enhancing customer satisfaction indirectly was a key outcome, driven by optimizing fulfillment and improving delivery experiences. In sum, our comprehensive analysis provides a holistic view, offering pathways for business improvements, operational efficiencies, and heightened competitiveness.